Welcome back to Digiburst, guys. This is going to be one of the most ridiculous BT7 matches I've played in. I am on the left playing 3 Musketeers with Eyesmon, and my opponent is Purple Hybrid on the right. Both players starting off pretty well with Tamers and Rookies setting up. And if I can see an Eyesmon early, then I should just be off to the races. And I don't have an early Eyesmon, so I just go really wide. They've already set up a Kari with the mat, so if they swing with the Tapir and it's killed in the battle, it's just going to get free memory. Yep, it will hit a fly bullet, get the memory off the mat, and draw in 2 cards from the destruction as well as a discard off the Demi-Mirror. And dropping a Kochi is really good value for them because they are notorious for recycling hybrids out of the trash. Getting a Bokumon really early is nice. No hybrids, unfortunately, and the Gazi there on my side of the field will be preventing Bokumon from gaining memory when you evolve over a Tamer. So keeping that Gazi alive is super important for me right now. We'll go into an Eyesmon, there, finally seeing it, but passing turn I should be able to just start swinging next turn with it. And then hopefully I should be able to start setting up my trash. Buku will hit because he's not getting much value out of the security gain with Gazi on the field. Run right into another fly bullet and he'll just gain some free memory with the mat, setting up all his Tamers. Now with 4 Tamers on the board, if he can evolve over all of them, then he can just start hybrid rushing for game. But I've got a pretty strong board right now with 4 hits. If I can just set up some blockers by drawing into it with the Eyesmon, then I should be okay for preventing a bunch of hybrid swings. Eyesmon unfortunately didn't get me anything. Hitting in, there's something to get me some draws. I'll draw 2 with the Gabumon on deletion, discarding 1, dumping another fly bullet, and then drawing and discarding with the Demi-Mirror. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing any of my Beelstars. I'll destroy my own Eyesmon here, which will facilitate the drawing and discarding. And I think I'll grab a Gazi. That's like the only Digimon in my trash right now. I have to be careful not to grab anything else because I want to get the on-deletion effects. And if other things are removed from the trash, then the effects won't activate. There's 2 Eyesmons. If I can get some promotes, then I can swing with them too. I'll hit with the Gabu on deletion, or Demi-Mirror I should say, draw and discard. No promotes. They'll finally tap the Kari, which will gain them memory. I think they've been forgetting about it this game. And there's a Beelstar. We'll just do the fly bullet to kill a thing. The Schwarzer won't be great right now because it would only wipe my board. So giving them lots of memory, I go for the Beelstar instead of just putting them on 3, because if they play it right, they could rush me anyway. And I've got a Omnimon defeat in my hand to evolve over the Beelstar. So if they've got all the hybrids and they just have it anyway and there's nothing really I can do about it. So it was technically just better to go this way. Because if I put them on 3 memory, they hit with the current guy, they hit with the guy that's pushing out, that's 2 security, I was on 4. They tap the mat, if anything is deleted, they'll gain the memory to 4 memory, and then 2 more hits I think just takes them for game. So they had it either way, unfortunately. I just needed to see a blocker, but it just wasn't in the cards. We'll go on to game 2. My opponent is just playing ridiculously well, seeing pretty much exactly what they need to. But also being very lucky with the 3 hybrids in hand to go for that hybrid rush play. I start off with an Eyesmon already in my nursery ready to go. My opponent with no rookies going into their nursery. Swinging just for chip damage. Hitting the nail bone early is really nice because I won't be able to get anything out of the trash. So it's good for them to remove that threat before it becomes a threat. Eyesmon hitting into a Digimon insecurity. Drawing 3, discarding 2, getting my 7 cost options nice and healthy for a Beelstar later in the game. Now I've got 4 in the trash there. Going into a Vilemon, this will be good to stop the hybrid rush, as well as the Gazimon, which will prevent Koji on deletion effect to gain memory, as well as Bukumons if they come out. So drawing and discarding the Kari, getting the Kari in the trash is really nice for them to recycle it, because it is a very easy recycle bait option for them. I think at that moment they forgot that I had a blocker and I just took advantage of it. Just completely savage. Go into a rookie in the nursery, setting up a mat. Mat will recycle an Eyesmon. This is really nice, getting more Eyesmons. Hopefully I'll evolve that Eyesmon in the nursery, so when I swing with it, I can get lots of draws and discarding and facilitate my trash. They'll get the free Kari off the Antiliamon, like I was mentioning earlier. And Antiliamon hits into a defeat. They have to remove that immediately because it's such a ridiculous threat. And I'll remove the Antiliamon with the defeat. And no memory gain because I have the Gazi on the board. Go into the Eyesmon. Eyesmon hits. Eyesmon deletion, draw 3, discard 2. So strong in 3 Musketeers because I can just dump all the colors that I won't be using, like the blacks and the reds. Those can only be used when I have a Beelstar on the board. So getting rid of them from my hand is just really nice. Now my Beelstar stack is so healthy. I've got about 7, I think, options sitting there. Oh, is it 6? Either way, I can evolve the promote into, evolve the Eyesmon to promote so it has rush. Hitting the Schwarzer will remove the Gazi and the Vile, but with a nail bone I can bring them right back. This will stop all the hybrid rushing and all the memory gaining, which was really important considering I only got 3 security, they got 2 tamers. If they can start recycling tamers, then it'd be pretty dangerous. But they need to remove bodies because I am threatening lethal on the board right now. So they suicide their guy to remove a body, drawing and discarding with a Demi Mirror, dropping a rookie Tapir. There's the Bukumon. I'll go to 3 with the mat. Bukumon reveals a Tamer, and we'll get any hybrids? No hybrids, they'll just grab the Kari rest at the bottom. Pretty healthy right now for me on the left, just taking it slow. I put in the Electmon because the Electmon can be used to kill the Buku next turn. Swimming with the Gazimon, I have a very strong plan here. Keeping the Vile on the field, I can nail bone here, get back the Gazi, and get back an Eyesmon, and the Eyesmon can be used for suicide hits into the security, and hopefully draw me into a Beelstar, which I haven't seen yet. Now my opponent is looking pretty desperate right now. Go into a Kari, they need to wipe the board. No, it doesn't look like they see it. See, they tell me the plan that they misplayed, because the mat, I put them on 4 memory. The mat would have put them on 0, getting the Schwarzer and then wiping the board. They would have put me on 6 with that. Yep, I'll take the game 2 here. But they would have put me on 6 if they went the alternative route, and I did have the promote already in my hand. So with the 6 memory they gave me, I would have just pushed out the Electmon, hard played the promote, and hit with both of them for game. Anyway, game 3. I start off really well. I've got a rookie in the back, Electmon, ready to remove any rookies they hard play, as well as the Eyesmon ready to swing at their security and just get free discards out of it. Hitting with the Tapiamon, hitting with the Electmon anyway. They finally remember their Kari for the first time. Elec remove the Tapir, they'll get their free draw. That's perfectly fine by me because I'll get my draw and discard off the Demi Mirror. And Eyesmon will hit, giving me lots of drawing and discards. There's a free Eyesmon as well. And Nailbone, I just want to put the pressure on super early because I know that Purple Hybrid takes advantage of going later on in the game by setting up lots of tamers. So if I can hit out their security super early, then I can hopefully take advantage of that. Deathclaw will kill their Elecmon, unfortunately, which kits my Elecmon. But the reason I nail bone is mostly because I want to get into my Eyesmons, and Eyesmon will get me my draw and discarding, facilitating my options in the trash. They'll set up their classic combo into Rihimon. Rihimon swings, hits a Analog Boy, which is really nice because this will get me a free Digimon and more options in the trash. So I'll grab the defeat and put the Gazi and the Swaza in the trash. They'll go into a mat fetching a Elecmon that they can evolve into the nursery, probably their only rookie. Go into the Gabu in the nursery, hit with hidden security. Eyesmon doesn't die, because the plan here was for Eyesmon to die. That would give my other Eyesmon 2k, which I can run into the Rihimon. But this works fine too, because I can calling the Eyesmon and then dump cards and get out another Eyesmon, and dump a Elecmon, and then set up a Gazi for memory. So now they've only got one security, they need to wipe the board, otherwise I'm threatening lethal next turn. They'll hit the Rihi, hitting over the Eyesmon, that's only 5k because it is only getting the DP gain on my turn. And then evolving into, yeah, they finally put a Tamer in the trash. So then when they go into the Cherubi, they can play the mat they just discarded, and then kill two guys because they're both champions or lower. Now I'm not threatening lethal anymore, very good play by purple, but I can just dump out guys, which is really strong for the crackback. This Beelstar will get will play Nailbone. I think that's the best play to go. Removing the Cherubimon will just give him a bunch of rookies to play with and threaten lethal. So, and this puts him on exactly 3 memory. No blockers, unfortunately. I just didn't draw or discard into them. So they've got 2 hits here with their 2 Digimon. They need exactly Elecmon to die to remove the Gazi to hopefully get that memory gain out. Man, this play just goes absolutely ridiculous. So they'll remove the Gazi, that's step 1 to get in the memory gain. Go into the hybrid here, put them on 1. They need this hybrid to die so they get in the memory to potentially hybrid rush. Hit into a Beelstar that will gain a memory from Chochi. Hit with the Cherubi, and guess what? They have double hybrid in hand. Absolutely ridiculous, absolutely unfair. Purple hybrid needs to be on your radar because right now it is not, and it will take advantage of that. Very well played by everyone here. If you like what you saw there, I've got more matches of purple hybrid already on the channel, and I will have a profile of it out tomorrow. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.